You know, sometimes we need a different take from the chorus everyone is singing from. It's the only way to remain sane.
Welcome back to the Tarella Report. Today, I want to talk about that controversial Oppression Olympics scene from the comedy series Ginny and Georgia, released earlier this year. I'm not going to discuss the concept of Oppression Olympics itself, but rather, I will be focusing on what was said. In that scene, Ginny, who has a white mother and a black father, said that her friend Hunter, who is half Asian, was much closer to being white than herself, and that's why their allegedly racist English teacher chose Hunter's essay to be the winner. In turn, Hunter recounted his own experiences of feeling like he fitted in nowhere and concluded with something like, "Sorry if I'm not Asian enough for you." The discussion then turned towards if Ginny was black enough. Even though Hunter's being mixed race contributed to his feeling of not fitting anywhere, I guess this feeling applies even to those of us who aren't mixed race. For example, many Asians who grew up in the West could have similar experiences, like going to Asia only to find a reception along the lines of, "You don't belong here either." I myself grew up in both the West and in Asia, going back and forth between the two worlds, so I know the feeling very well. I guess having gone to school in Asia for quite a few years, learning the language and the culture, I don't think I'm most people's idea of not being Asian enough, at least by Western standards. However, people in Asia, including my teachers at school, used to say that I have a very westernized way of seeing things, and they all thought it was because I spent my first years of school in the West. So yeah, I was, and still am, not Asian enough by Asian standards, I guess. I guess we really shouldn't care about if we are not Asian enough or things like that. I mean, I'm used to not entirely fitting anywhere all my life, so it could be easy for me to say this. But I think we are all unique individuals, and I think we should be proud of our uniqueness, including our cultural influences. I guess that would make me quite individualistic, a thing which I'm proud of, but would definitely be seen as being not Asian enough by many traditional Asians. I really don't care though, to be honest. As with all things identity, just like how one could be not Asian enough or not black enough, one could also now be not gay enough, and I guess not trans enough nowadays, given the increasing importance some people are assigning to these identities. I remember someone describing then US presidential candidate Pete Buttigieg as not gay enough for some reason, something that puzzled me because from what I see, Pete was clearly a gay man. I suspect I may also be seen as not trans enough by some people too. I mean, I don't have much connection to the LGBT community, I don't share the views of the activist establishment, and I don't do many stereotypical trans things if there are indeed such things. So yeah, I'm probably not trans enough too, but I don't care because I'm an individual, not a stereotype. That's all for today. I'll be back next time to discuss another big idea. Subscribe if you want to follow my conversations with other thinkers across the cultural and political spectrum. And remember to resist conformity and stay positive. The world depends on it.